Welcome to the Common Patriot. I'm glad you're here. With hunting season just around the corner, I thought it was time to take a look at another hunting rifle. This one here is the Franchi Momentum Elite. The Momentum Elite comes in a variety of popular calibers. The one that I have is in 6.5 Creedmoor. The stock is the Evolved Ergonom X from Franchi. This is a fully synthetic stock and it is camoed in Realtree Escape. The stock also has integrated sling mounts both front and back. It comes with the Franchi TSA recoil pad. Says it's supposed to reduce recoil by up to 50%. We'll see when we get down on the bench. Moving forward on the rifle, you'll notice that it has a Picatinny base for installing optics already installed on the rifle. The bolt is a 3-lug solid piece bolt. Down here we have the Rella trigger. It's a single stage trigger that's adjustable between 2 and 4 pounds. The magazine is a detachable box 3-round magazine in the 6.5 Creedmoor. The barrel is 24 inches long. It's a 1 1/8 twist in the 6.5 Creedmoor. Comes with a muzzle brake, but the muzzle is also threaded and it is included with a thread protector in the box. The exterior finish on the receiver and the barrel is burnt bronze Cerakote finish. On top of the Momentum, I've mounted the Vortex Razor HD LHT 3x15 rifle scope. First thing I always like to do is I like to put my rifles or pistols or anything I'm reviewing on paper just to see what the rifle itself is capable of. And the Franchi Momentum Elite comes with an MOA guarantee, and that guarantee is with premium ammunition. So I've got my Federal Premium. This is a gold medal burger match tip, open tip, 130 grain Federal Premium ammunition. That's what I'm going to be shooting throughout the day. It's not really a hunting round, but it's what I had on hand. So we're going to put a group down range, see what the rifle does. Get my ESS glasses on here, sound gear hearing protection. Trigger's pretty smooth. I like that. It's a better trigger than I was imagining it would be. So I shot 2 groups. This is my first group. I ultimately didn't think that this group was a good representation of the rifle because I didn't think I did my part as the rifleman. So I shot a second group. You can see that this one is very easily MOA. This one is a little bit open. I need to adjust my zero to about 1 inch to the left, and then we should be on. That is pretty awesome for a $900 MSRP gun. Shooting some MOA, I'm pretty impressed. There, we adjusted our scope. We know the gun is shooting really accurate and we're on where we need to be. So we're going to extend it out. I've got 3 balloons set out. This is something I like to do with these hunting rifles. I've got a red balloon at 400, a white balloon at 300, and a blue balloon at 200 yards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run through it as fast as I can using my timer. So on the timer, I'm going to engage the 400 yard target, then the 3, then the 200, and see how fast I can do it. That kind of gives me an idea how easy I can cycle the bolt, and under pressure how well I can shoot the gun. I always question why I use these balloons because they're always bouncing, but here we go. With 4 shots, that was still a fantastic run at 10:56. 10:56 might be the fastest I've ever ran this challenge at 400, 300, 200. Really like the way that this performed. So far we've been shooting off the bench, but that's not really how we usually hunt. So I'm going to take my challenge target with a 10-inch steel, put it out at 200 yards. Our last shoot test is just an exercise in science. I've always wondered if I was stuck in a basement made out of cinder blocks, how many 6.5 Creedmoor rounds would it take for me to get out? So we're going to see how many rounds it takes to break through just 1 cinder block all the way through. Woo! Well, I think we got through that. So what it looks like is it takes 2 shots to get through. So I guess if I had a box of 6.5 Creedmoor, I could probably create a large enough hole for me to get out if I needed to. The rifle is a very nice rifle. It's sub $1,000, and for sub $1,000 rifle, it's phenomenal. I have a few critiques that I'm going to get to in a little bit, but overall I thought that the stock was nice. I like the way it fit. You notice that in a lot of these videos when I'm shooting a hunting rifle or a stock that doesn't have an adjustable comb, I oftentimes will put this on just to get a little bit more height to look down the scope and to be able to shoot the firearm a little bit better. The bolt cycled really nice, no feeding issues whatsoever. You could just drop around on the magazine and run it in, and that's not always the case with a box magazine. Now, the capacity of 3 rounds in the magazine, I like guns that have 5 rounds. That's just me, it's a personal preference. The other thing that I did not like about the box magazine is how it releases, or how you get in here to take that out. Yes, it is kind of that awkward that I just showed. That was one of the big things I was like, I don't really like that at all. The gun was very accurate for a $1,000 gun, or under a $1,000 gun. The recoil pad, the TSA recoil pad, I mean, this is a 7.5 pound gun, so it's not a super light gun by any stretch, but shooting a 6.5 Creedmoor on the bench, I mean, it honestly felt like it was shooting maybe a 223 at most. So the stock and the recoil pad did a phenomenal job to mitigate recoil, felt recoil. 7.5 pound gun does help. The Rella trigger, very nice. I was pretty impressed with that for a sub $1,000 gun. The only thing I would say about the trigger is it's very light. That's nice. It's not necessarily as smooth as a very high-end trigger is, but overall, I mean, compared to a standard trigger that comes in 95% of hunting rifles, phenomenal trigger. So I really like that. Taking the gun out of the box, the Picatinny rail, it was mounted, but however, it was loose. Torqued it to spec, and obviously it's working really well. The muzzle brake, it's a standard muzzle brake, nothing special there, but it does a very good job. There's not a lot of jump. I was really surprised when I was down on the bench and how easy I was able to cycle the gun. The gun stayed on target really well. I like high-end stuff, but this gun performed better than expected, and I was really impressed. I like the gun. Appreciate Reed's allowing me to take this and do a little demonstration. If you're not already a Common Patriot subscriber, please subscribe to the channel and bring some friends on over here. We're gonna be doing more stuff, hunting related, as well as AR, pistol, defensive type stuff. Appreciate having you here. Remember, you're a Common Patriot, so be bold, be strong, don't ever give up. God bless. We'll see you next time.